Thank you, and Ranking Member Meeks for your understanding. Representative Stevens and I were touched by the very quick response from our members. Over 200 members of our House of Representatives co-sponsored this resolution. I know we stand in solidarity with one voice to demand that Hamas release these hostages. Congresswoman Stevens and I have worked together along with former member Ted Deutsch in forming the House Task Force on American Hostages and Americans Wrongfully Detained Abroad, because we want our members to know how they can best help American citizens who are held by a non-state terror group or by a state actor, and how they can be comforted and coordinated with the Department of State. Congresswoman Stevens and I saw that on October 7th was an unprecedented number of hostages taken by Hamas in its attack on Israel. The numbers speak for themselves. They've been cited by Chairman McCall and Ranking Member Meeks. But over the past decade, more than 90% of Americans wrongfully held overseas have been held by foreign governments. And we have not seen as many Americans held by non-state actors in recent years. This attack puts our hostage enterprise here in the United States, helping our families, really to a test. I commend the coordination of the Hostage Recovery Fusion Cell, the Office of the Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs, and the Hostage Response Group for their initial work in tracking and identifying the Americans that have been taken by Hamas, and working in partnership with Israel, locating all the hostages using all means available that we have in our military and our intelligence community and our collective will of the Israeli and the American governments. As I've stated before, releasing hostages and wrongful detainees should be the first steps of these groups to show they are what they need to do. They must release these hostages. Hosea tells us that those who sow the wind reap the whirlwind, and Hamas will reap the whirlwind if these hostages are not recovered safely and promptly. I support this simple and straightforward resolution. I'm glad to have worked on it with my colleague, Congresswoman Stevens, and I urge all of our colleagues to universally support this before the committee and then on the House floor. And let's send a message to Hamas that Republicans and Democrats stand in solidarity, that we want these hostages back with their families. Yield back.